everybody, something different for us. I'm doing this from a request. It's not my preferred way of teaching yoga for many reasons, as you would know, but it's a trial. So let's see how we go. So please just take this time now to make sure that you have a quiet spot where you're not going to be disturbed for the next hour and a bit. And lying comfortably on your mat with your head and spine in a straight line and your arms alongside your body. You might have placed a bolster or a cushion underneath your knees to support your lower back. And then closing your eyes, becoming aware of how you're lying and seeing if you can make yourself just a little bit more comfortable by either wiggling your buttocks down or shifting your shoulders up. With your eyes softly closed and your gaze within, start by taking a deep breath in through your nose and releasing it out through your mouth. And as you breathe out, begin to let go of all the events, the thoughts, the busyness from the last while. On the next exhalation, out through the mouth, releasing all the craziness from today. And your last exhalation, letting go of all your concerns and worries about what lies ahead. And continue to breathe deeply and smoothly and evenly. And I invite you now to gather your scattered aspects, gathering all the energies you've shared with everyone around you, whether it's through your thoughts, interactions, conversations, bringing all those pieces back into your body, filling the space beneath the eyes and in front of the spine. As you start to feel yourself whole, and start to feel yourself complete, knowing that you've gifted yourself this time. No more rushing, no more hurrying. Your yoga mat is your home. It's the one time you can truly let go. And now taking your awareness to the top of your head and relax your scalp as you begin to release stress and tension. And then relaxing the area at the back of your head. As you let go of any thoughts, any sensations, any emotions. And throughout your practice, please honor yourself every time you find your mind wandering off by observing and noticing that distraction, releasing it, and coming back to noticing your breath, to honor this peace and silence within. And now relaxing the area around your ears, your earlobes, deep into your ears. And feel all the muscles in your face, relaxing their grip. Softening the muscles in the forehead, temples, cheeks, the muscles that support the eyes, relaxing the eyes so that they can fall to the back of your head. Releasing any tension from the area around your nose and your mouth. Relaxing your jaw, and then creating some space between the upper and the lower teeth. Relax your tongue, or you can place the tip of your tongue to touch the back of your top teeth, and then relax your chin. And now feel the tension melting away from your neck and throat area. Gently swallowing, letting go of unspoken words. Then feel your shoulders grow heavy as they drop down towards your mat, letting go of all your burdens, responsibilities, the weight of your duties and obligations that you carry there. Just feel it all melting away as you let go. And now relaxing your upper arms, your elbows. Feel the tension melting away from your lower arms. Relaxing your wrists, your hands, each one of your fingers. So that with each breath you take, you feel your body sinking deeper and deeper into stillness. Joining concentration with your body at your shoulders, shifting your awareness to your chest area as you draw a deep breath in through your nose and taking that breath all the way down to the soles of your feet. And it's as if you can gather the tension and the stress that your body's holding and then release it through your out breath so you can relax a little bit more and let go. And now relaxing your abdominal area, your pelvic area, and then moving to the base of your spine and slowly moving up one vertebra at a time. And as you do, soften and relax all the muscles that support the back, starting at the lower back, then the middle back, and the upper back. Allow that tension to melt away. And now relaxing your hips, your buttocks. Feel the tension being released from your thighs. Allow the backs of your knees to melt down onto your bolster or cushion. Feel your calves softening and relaxing. Your ankles releasing. Your feet flop open, heavy and relaxed. And on your next inhalation, drawing a wave of peace over your body, starting at your feet. And feel it moving through to the top of your head, calming, peaceful and quiet. And on the exhalation, release stress and worries. And again, another deep breath of peace and stillness like a wave washing over you. And then again, when you exhale, release, breathing out. Feel your body relax, become heavy and let go. From this space, begin to feel your body firmly supported by the ground beneath you. Feel your head resting on the earth, your shoulders, the entire length of your back and buttocks, and maybe your heels. And from this space, imagine you have roots extending down into the ground so that you can connect with the earth, reaching in deeper and deeper. It's like you have a very soft cushion beneath you and your body is sinking further and further. And now drawing that energy back into your body so that you can feel strong and grounded as you continue to lie there in a relaxed and peaceful state. To your chest area, the heart space, where you connect with your heart. And as you connect with that special energy, please call to mind something that you're grateful for, something that you've really appreciated in this time that you've been at home. And allow that feeling of gratitude to fill your entire body as it spreads to every part of you. It may be something small, it may be something big, whatever it is. Think about it, feel it, experience it as if it's happening now and it's real. And then allow that experience to spread throughout your body. Feel your body becoming lighter and freer, more spacious. As you allow the sense of gratitude to permeate every part of your body. You might even bring a smile to your face. And now allow that image to disappear as you connect with the sounds around you. Starting off by observing the sounds outside of your room. Just hopping from one sound to another. And then moving to the sounds inside the room. And then within your body. Begin to notice the sound of your breath. Or maybe even the sound of your heartbeat. Notice what you can smell. The taste in your mouth. And then your sense of touch. What the different fabrics feel like against your skin. Or the surface that you're lying on. You're now connecting with your breath as you draw a deep breath in through your nose. And as you follow the breath deeper inside your body, begin to take note of how you're feeling right now. How are you feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally? And use this information throughout your practice to honor your body. Never taking your body to a point of pain. Just always staying within that space that feels comfortable. Unless today is one of those days you're feeling strong and energetic and you like to extend that edge, that boundary, testing it. And we move now into our pranayama, our breathing exercises, starting off with our abdominal breath. So if you would, place both your hands to rest on the side of your body at the base of the ribs, so that you can feel the movement of the diaphragm. Or you may prefer to place one hand on the belly area, or otherwise having an awareness of the lower lung area as you empty out the lungs by pulling the navel towards the spine. And on your next inhalation, breathing in, taking the breath all the way down to the lower lungs. As if you're blowing a balloon in that area, feel it open and expand, and then pause at the top and gently release, breathing out. Pulling the navel towards the spine as you exhale, feel your hands moving in towards the center of your body, and pause again. As you take your next breath in, so feel your hands moving towards the side and then the belly up towards the ceiling. Pausing at the top. And then gently release, breathing out, letting go. Navel to the spine, sucking the tummy in as much as you can, pause, and then again. Another 3 breaths in this way. Each time, in your mind's eye, visualizing the lungs, expanding to the sides, to the top and to the bottom, So it's a whole space that's opening up, and then gently release. As you exhale, feel that contraction in your mind's eye, see it, and then pause. And again, deep breath in, noticing the sound of the breath, feeling the movement of the breath, and in your mind's eye, seeing the effect as you inhale and exhale. Each breath is full, complete, but effortless and easy. No forcing, no straining. Just allow your body to take this extra air in the lower lungs and then gently release, emptying out. At the end of your fifth exhalation, holding the lungs still and empty. Just know that your body is full of oxygen and that you can breathe at any time, so there's nothing to stress about. Maybe you can count to 10 or 15 quite comfortably. As soon as you feel the stress of the breath, just take your natural inhalation and follow your breath in and out. And now sliding your hands up to the middle lung area in the center of the chest with the fingertips touching after you've exhaled. And then taking a deep breath in, and as you do, feel that area beneath your hands open and expand. Pause at the top and gently release, breathing out. As you exhale, feel the fingertips come together. Next breath in, all your awareness on the space beneath your hands. Feel and see that area opening up in every direction. Pause and gently release. And then again, another deep breath in. In your mind's eye, watching the lungs stretch down towards the spine, to the left, to the right, up towards the ceiling, and then contracting on the exhalation. So another 2 breaths in your own time, focusing on the sound of the breath, the movement of the breath, and the visualization, seeing the lungs open and contract in that area. 5 comfortable, easy breaths at the end of the 5th breath, pausing and holding the lungs still and empty. Without straining, and then return to your natural breathing, gently following your breath in and out. And then for our next breath, please slide your hands up to the chest area so fingertips are pointing up towards the neck area, gently resting on the collarbones so that maybe the ring finger and the baby finger are touching, emptying the lungs out. And in your own time, drawing a deep breath in, and as you do, feel the chest rise and expand, opening up as you push the fingertips apart, pausing at the top, and then gently release. Feel the chest bone and collarbone drop down to the mat on the exhalation and pause. And on your next breath in, take the breath even further as if you can take it to the top of your head. And as you breathe out, release all the toxins, the overthinking, worrying from the mind. And pause, and again another 3 breaths each time. Feel the chest rise, expand, opening up in every direction. Taking the breath as far as you can to the top of the head, and then gently release. Breathing out, letting go. So each inhalation you're drawing in fresh ideas, fresh energy. Each exhalation you're releasing worry and stress. So 5 comfortable, easy breaths. Flooding the head, the brain, with lovely fresh oxygen, and releasing toxins, worry and stress on the exhalation. At the end of the 5th breath, holding your lungs still and empty for as long as it's comfortable for you, and then return to your natural breath. Taking your arms alongside your body now, as you follow your breath in and out. And we're going to finish off our pranayama with the Mahayogic breath, combining these 3 breaths. So when you're ready in your own time, emptying the lungs out. And then drawing a deep breath in, first filling the belly so it rises and expands, and then allow that breath to spill to the middle lung area, and then sniff or shift the breath up to the chest. Pause and release, emptying from the upper lung, middle lung, lower lung. Drawing the navel towards the spine as you exhale and pause, and then again in your own time. And see the whole torso area as a vessel that's filling up from the bottom with the breath, and then emptying out from the top. Begin to feel the space you're creating in the body. Feel all the areas opening up. Feel the body softening and relaxing and letting go on the exhalation as you release the tension and the stress you've been holding. So 3 more comfortable breaths in your own time, opening the body up on the inhalation and releasing, relaxing on the exhalation. Each breath taking you deeper into stillness, deeper into quietness, and deeper into the silence within. At the end of your 5th breath, return to your natural breathing. To move now into our asanas. And so if you need to remove the bolster or the pillow from beneath your knees, please do. The sound's not going to be great. I'm sorry, I don't have a little microphone that I can use, and this is just a trial, and if it goes well I can always get one. So please just begin by lying flat on your mat. As you take a breath in, your arms up above the body, and walk the feet over to the left side of your mat as far as they can go, and crossing the right leg over the left hand, taking hold of the right wrist as you pull the body over to the left side, and begin to feel the stretch up and down the right side of your body. So you're using your left hand to intensify the stretch. If you can't feel it, use the left hand to pull the right side of the body over to the left. So feel the stretch moving from the underarm to the elbow to the wrist, from the waist to the knee to the ankles, stretching actively. Deep breath up and down the right side of the body, opening and creating more space. And gently releasing and crossing the legs, walking them back to center, releasing the arms back to the middle as we go to the other side. Walking the feet over to the right side of the mat, crossing the left ankle on the right, using the right hand to hold the left wrist as you pull the body over to the right side now. Once again, using your right hand to intensify the stretch so that you can feel it up and down the entire left side of your body. With your eyes closed and your gaze inward, just feel inside as you take more breath deeper and deeper, sending it to areas that you're holding stress and tension. Slowly uncrossing the feet, walking the legs back to center, releasing the arms and bringing your knees up onto your chest, giving them a hug as you rock from side to side, extending into the tailbone and just stretching and opening the lower back. And now placing your feet on the mat, hip distance apart, taking the left ankle and placing it on the top of the right knee in the shape of 4. Drawing the right knee up towards the chest, you can either loop the left hand through the legs and the right hand on the outside, or taking them behind the knee, whatever feels comfortable, as you gently apply pressure, pulling the knee down towards the chest. At this point, have awareness of the right foot flexing so that the toes are coming up towards the knees to protect the knee joint. And you can rotate the right foot, just doing little circles, going in both directions. And if you'd like to intensify this, you can keep your right hand to support the knee and use your left hand on the left knee to push it out and just to create more space. So the right hand's pulling the knee towards the chest and the left hand is pushing the left knee out. Lovely deep breaths. Feel your head pushing down towards the ground, shoulders soft and relaxed. Your eyes closed as you focus on your breathing, smooth, deep and even breaths. And now taking your arms out at shoulder height as you drop your legs over to the right side in a twist. Turning your head to look over your left shoulder. And then continue to follow your breath in and out. Each breath is complete and full. And on the exhalation, feel your body relax more deeply into the twist as you let go. And twists are wonderful equalizers for our bodies. It's an opportunity for us to release the toxins that collect from stress, from the food we eat around the organs as they get internally squeezed and massaged. And pushing down into your hands, bringing the knees back up to center, releasing, bringing the knees onto your chest as you give them a hug, gently rocking from side to side. And now doing the other side, taking the right ankle on top of the left knee, drawing the left knee in towards your body, taking hold of your knee or behind the leg to gently pull down towards your body. You can use your elbow or your right hand to push the right knee back. Awareness of the right toes, extending up towards the right knee to avoid any injuries. And if you'd like to, do little circles, lubricating the joints of the left foot, please do so. Once again, connect with your breath, with all of those things that your body's doing. Just notice the breathing. Notice where you're holding tension in your body. Sending the breath to any areas that feel tight and uncomfortable. And then releasing your arms out at shoulder height as you drop your legs over to the left side. Turning your head to look over your right shoulder. On the next exhalation, feel your body soften and relax more deeply, twisting at the base of the spine, releasing tension in the back along the spinal column, in the glutes, the quads, relaxing and letting go. Pushing into your hands as you release the legs back to center, knees on the chest, give them a hug as you rock from side to side. And we're going to do abdominals next. And so extending both legs out in front of you with your arms alongside your body and your palms facing down. And you can either keep the right leg straight or bend it so that the right foot is on the mat. As you raise your left leg up to the ceiling, flexing your foot. Feel the rest of your body relaxed and supported by the ground beneath you, and now doing little circles. As you rotate your foot at the ankle, 3 little circles in one direction and then in the other. And now bending your leg at the knee, As you do circles on the ceiling, once again, 3 times in one direction and then 3 times in the other. And then extending the leg up to the ceiling so that you're doing rotations from the hip joint. Doing big wide circles, going 3 times one way and then changing direction. Releasing the leg back to center. Feel that your arms are supporting your body. If you'd like to, you can take your arms out at shoulder height and drop the left leg over to the side. You might also like to use a strap. And taking the leg as far as you can without the right hip or buttocks lifting off the ground. If it's easier for you to place your right hand on the right hip to keep it there, please do. And flex the toes towards the body so that you're extending into the heel, activating the hamstrings. That's really good. Holding it there, well done. Releasing the left leg up to center and taking it across to the right side without changing your posture. You might not be able to go very far because you'll be restricted by the hamstrings. And then taking your arms alongside your body as you release your left leg back to center and slowly float it down to the ground. Once again, you can either keep the left leg straight or bend it at the knee with the left foot on the mat as you float the right leg up to the ceiling, and then flexing your foot. Feel your shoulders heavy and relaxed. The muscles in your jaw and face are relaxed as you continue to notice your breath. And now rotating the foot at the ankle as you do little circles, going 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other. And then bending the leg at the knee as you do circles once again. So we're just doing the different joints, lubricating them so that they stay healthy and strong. And then big circles as you straighten the leg from the hip area, drawing them as wide as you can, 3 times in one direction, and then changing over and 3 times in the other direction. And then bringing the right leg back to center. You can either keep your arms alongside your body to support your back and body, or take your arms out at shoulder height with your palms facing down as you drop your right leg over to the right side. So it's a slow and steady movement as you take it out to the right. And just seeing how far you can go, using your strap if you need to, so that your leg just hovers above the ground, pushing into the heel, drawing the toes up towards the body. Just feel the leg working now, toned. Also feel the left leg that's extended along the floor, if you have extended it, working as well. Excellent. Releasing the right leg slowly and controlled all the way up to center and across to the left side. Lovely deep breath, filling the body with oxygen so that it can get to the muscles to help them become more flexible and more pliable. Every time you find that your mind wanders off, gently bring it back to notice your breathing. And now release your right leg back to center, taking your arms alongside your body as you slowly float the right leg back down to the ground. And now we're going to do both legs together. So either bending the legs at the knees and then straightening them, or bringing them straight up. Arms alongside your body with your palms facing down as you flex the feet together. And then rotate both feet together 3 times in one direction and swapping over. Bending the legs at the knees as you do little circles. As you might notice, you can start to feel your abdominal muscles as we gently work them, and then changing direction. And then our last one is we massage the base of the spine, doing big circles with the legs together. 3 times one way, and then 3 times the other way. Now bringing the legs back to center as you do big walks on the ceiling. And then going into a forward bicycle and a reverse bicycle. And then finally scissors, opening the legs and closing and swapping over, alternating right in front of left and left in front of right. Bringing the legs together, dropping the knees onto the chest as we go into happy baby. So creating space by taking your hands between the legs, hands on the outside of the foot, and if you can grab hold of the outside of the foot, use your hands to pull the feet down towards the mat so the knees are going closer to the ground. If that's too hard, just grabbing hold of your calves or your ankles, wherever it's comfortable for you. So we're opening the hips in this stretch. So feel the head heavy and relaxed. Maybe you can even gently draw your chin towards your chest so that you can straighten and extend the spinal column. Deep, smooth inhalation and a gentle, soft exhalation. And if you feel that your hips are tight, please send the breath to the hip area, softening and relaxing that space. That's excellent. Now releasing as you bring the soles of your feet together, using your hands to hold the feet if you can, or holding your ankles, and just allow the knees to flop open away from the head. And focusing on your breath, smooth, deep and even. And slowly release, holding behind your knees as you take several rocks as we rock and find our way coming back to center. I hope you're all doing fine in your house, wherever you are. My hair's just come undone. So, unfortunately the weather's changed. It was a lovely sunny day and now the light's going. But hopefully you won't even notice because your eyes are closed most of the time. So just sitting on your buttocks, releasing any trapped flesh, extending the left leg out, and bringing the right foot either on top of the left thigh or against the left thigh, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Drawing the toes of the left foot towards your body so that you can feel the hamstrings activated. And take a lovely deep breath in, extending your hands all the way up to the ceiling, turning the hands around as you have a lovely stretch along the side of your body, and gently twisting over to the left side as you breathe out, bending forward. So it's a slight twist as you take hold of the outside of the left ankle or foot. You may like to use a strap, or otherwise just holding wherever it's comfortable. So for this posture, your back is as flat as it can be, and then gently releasing your head down towards your knee in a forward bend. As you draw the toes towards your body, you'll feel your hamstrings activated. And so you might want to just have a little micro bend in the knee so that it's not too painful and no pressure on the back. And then slowly lower your head down towards the knee. So forward bends are very soothing and calming for the body. They activate the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing our body to become relaxed. In your own time, continue to take deep and smooth breaths. And then consciously release tension on the exhalation so that you can feel your body relaxing more deeply into this asana. And now slowly release, coming up, placing the right foot against the left knee, supporting yourself with the right hand behind you, left arm up to the ceiling, left elbow on the outside of the right knee as you twist and turn your body to look over your right shoulder. So we get the most twist in the abdominal area, then in the chest and finally in the neck. Please have awareness of drawing the toes of the left foot, that's for the left extended leg, towards the body. And you're using the elbow as leverage, a straight spine, as if you have a cord from the top of your head, pulling it up towards the ceiling. And then finally twisting and turning to look over the right shoulder. Lovely deep breath up and down the length of the spine. And then releasing back to center and swapping over to the other side, extending the right leg out. Left foot on the right thigh or resting against the right thigh, whichever works for you. Releasing any trapped flesh. Sitting tall as you inhale, taking your arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, and then flipping the hands over so the palms are up towards the ceiling, rotating gently to the right side this time as you breathe out, bending forward, so that both hands are on the outside of the right foot or ankle or calf, wherever it feels comfortable for you. And then softly close your eyes and connect with your breath. Each breath is deep. It's all the way down to the belly area. It's complete. Gently lowering your head towards the knee only when you find that you're not compromising on the curving of the back. So the back should be as straight as you can. Remembering if you need to, if the hamstrings are tight, to just have a micro bend in the right leg. And then slowly release, coming up to center, placing the left foot against the right knee. Supporting yourself with the left hand behind, right arm up to the ceiling, bringing it down and using the right elbow as leverage as you twist and turn your body to look over the left shoulder. And drawing the toes of the right foot towards the body, so you're flexing them. You're extending into the heel. You've got a twist of the spine, first twisting lower, then middle, and finally upper. So you can feel the twist as you use your right elbow against the knee for that extra leverage. As you turn to look over the left shoulder, straight spine, relaxed shoulders, extending out through the crown up to the ceiling. Gently releasing back to center, extending both legs out and just giving them a shake as we cross them, rocking onto our hands and our knees. So it's lots of fun doing yoga in your own home, and I look forward to having everybody back again. So just start by placing your hands beneath your shoulders and your knees are hip distance apart. And just slightly bringing that left knee into the center as you extend the right foot back. And just making sure that your foot's hooking on the mat or somewhere that gives you traction, and then pushing into the right heel so that you can feel the hamstring stretching, and breathing freely. Your gaze between your hands, just gentle and soft as you follow your breath in and out. And then raising the left leg off the mat so that the foot is raised off the mat and bringing it over to the side of the body, and then gently lowering it down onto the mat. Walking your hands over so that the right hand is next to you, and go into a side angle posture. So left arm is up overhead. It's a straight line from the tips of your fingers along the sides of your body all the way down to the outside of the left foot. Once again, breathing deeply and evenly. Extending into your fingertips. Lovely stretch. And coming up, left hand on the left leg, walking it down as far as it's comfortable. As you take the right arm over to the left side, now you'll feel the stretch in the left side of the body. Lovely deep breath. And then releasing back to center, walking the left foot in front of you, placing your hands on top of the knee, and then just lunging forward. If you find that the knees going over the toes, just walk the feet slightly ahead, and then just really lower the body so that you can feel the stretch. in the right thigh. Just breathing freely straight back, eyes closed, or finding a stair point ahead of you. As you relax more deeply into this posture, you may be able to go a little bit lower, just stretching out. Awareness of your breath, complete and even. And releasing back to center. Bringing your hands together in front of your body, rotating over to the left side. And now lunging forward again so that the right elbow is on the outside of the left knee. And then twist and turn to look behind you if you can as you lunge forward. Breathing freely. It's really important in twists to take the breath all the way down to the lower lungs and to feel into those spaces, feeding those organs. And slowly release, hands on either side of your body. If you find that you need blocks, please have them handy so that you can use your blocks to draw the body back and just stretch out the left leg. You can either place your left foot on the mat, or if you want a more intense stretch, you can flex the feet towards the body. Just breathing freely. Slowly coming up to center, and heel toe your foot to the edge of your mat as we go into lizard. And you can either use your block once again to rest your elbows on as you drop onto the elbow area, or you can just stay with your hands supporting you, or if you don't need a block, dropping onto your elbows. Just remember to breathe, smooth, long, deep breaths. Just replenishing your body and the mind, releasing toxins on the exhalation. And slowly coming up, walking the foot back into center, and we're going to swap over. So coming back onto all fours, slightly bringing the left knee into the center of the mat as you extend the right foot out behind you, dropping the toe onto the mat and then pushing into the heel just to stretch and open the hamstrings at the back of the right leg. Just breathing freely. If you find that the surface you're working on is not very comfortable, you might want to place a blanket or something beneath the knees. And now raising the right leg off the mat, and then gently bringing it around at that height over to the side, dropping it down onto the floor, walking the left hand over to the left as you go into extended angle. And I've got a picture in the way, so I'm just going to go halfway. Let me move. So it's a lovely stretch that you can feel from the tips of the fingers all the way down the right side of the body to the outside of the right foot. Smooth, deep breath in. Extending, stretching, and then release. Coming up, right hand onto the right leg, left arm up overhead. As you stretch the other side of your body, breathing freely. And then releasing back to center. Bringing the right knee in front of you. Placing both hands on the knee and lunging forward. So it's a lovely straight back. Remembering if the knee is going too far over the toes, just to walk the toes slightly ahead, relax the shoulders, and then lunge. Enjoy a lovely deep stretch in the groin area. The left upper leg. You can close your eyes at any time if you're comfortable once you know what you're doing. Just connect with your breath, smooth, deep and even. together in prayer position, rotating over to the right side, bending forward as you take the outside of the left elbow onto the right knee, and then twist and turn to look over your right shoulder as you lunge forward again. Awareness on your breath, smooth, deep and even. The more deeply you breathe, the easier it is to open the body up for the muscles to stretch and to relax. Oxygen flows into the brain. All the muscles get rejuvenated. And then releasing back to center, drawing the body back, using your blocks if you'd like to, either keeping the right foot on the mat or drawing the toes towards the body. Slightly go to sit on the heel, straight back. Lovely deep breath. Doing great. Releasing, walking the foot to the outside of the right of the mat, and then dropping down onto your hands. So you can either use the block once again to rest the elbows on as we go into a lizard. Deep breaths, once again helping the body to hold the posture. Making any adjustments if you need to. You can either place your elbows on a bolster or a cushion or a block. And slowly release, pushing into your hands as we go into downward dog. So taking the hands slightly out in front of you and opening the fingers up wide. Placing the weight mainly on the base of the palm and the base of the fingers. It's like you're cupping a little ladybug underneath. And you're pushing into the hands, pushing into the fingers, tucking the toes under, and then taking the tailbone up to the ceiling. And just begin by gently pulsing the legs, just stretching them out. Keep on pushing into the base of the fingers and the base of the palm to take the pressure off your wrists. Bring the legs to a standstill. And now bending the legs at your knees, bringing the abdominal area onto the thighs. And then take the tailbone higher. And then stretch the legs out straight. Seeing if you can get your heels down towards the mat. So it's a lovely inverted posture. Your head's relaxed. The top of the head's pointing down towards the mat, breathing freely. Then bending the legs and just slowly walking the feet towards your hands. And we're going to come up very slowly, one vertebra at a time, shoulders first. Head last as we come all the way up to center. Keeping the left foot facing towards the front of the mat as you step back along the length of your mat with the right foot. So you should have about 1 meter distance. If there was a line on your mat, the heel of the left foot would go into the center of the right foot. And now squaring the hips and the shoulders up as we go into Warrior Two. So if you were standing against the wall, your shoulders and your buttocks would be touching the wall, taking your arms out at shoulder height, and then lunging over that left foot as you turn to look over the left shoulder. Like me, if you find that your knee was going over your toes, just walk the foot out. And then extend into the fingertips, breathing freely. Feel your shoulders relax. Lovely deep breath all the way down to the belly area. So you're stretching from the tip of the left fingers all the way through the body to the tips of the right fingers, having an awareness of that arm behind you. Lunge lower if you find that you'd like to. Then drop the right hand onto the right leg, left arm up, turning the hand around as you go into reverse warrior, gazing up at the fingertips. And gently release. You can either step both feet together, or if it's easier for you where you are, just to turn the feet around so that the right foot is in a straight line with the mat and the left foot is at 60 degrees. And lunging forward just to check that the knee's not going over the toes, squaring the hips and the shoulders up, and extending your arms out, turning your head to gaze at the fingertips of the right hand and lunge over that right knee. Just breathing freely, shoulders relaxed, finding a stair point just beyond your fingers or on the tips of your fingers. And feel the awareness as you extend your hands out of that energy flowing from the fingertip of the left hand to the right. Lunge deeper if you'd like to. Slowly dropping the left hand on the left leg, right arm up overhead and palm facing backward. And slowly release, turning your feet together, taking your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers as you knife your shoulder blades back and bend forward, taking your arms up overhead, dropping your head down towards the mat, and then releasing your hands back down to the mat. And just stretching out the back of your legs. You can hold onto your ankles and use your hands to bring your head to between your legs to intensify the stretch, just breathing freely. And then placing your hands on the mat beneath you, bringing your feet together, just walking them together. And then slowly come down to sit on your haunches. Now I might have changed your location and you might have to swivel around, or you can just follow because you're familiar with the neck and shoulder exercises we're going to do now. So either finding a bolster or a cushion or even a chair to sit on now that you're at home, or sitting on your heels. And softly close your eyes as you raise your left arm up to the ceiling, gently lowering your head so that your chin touches your chest. And then using the muscles at the back of your neck to help release your head to center, looking up towards the ceiling and then towards the back wall. And then releasing your head back to center. Bending your left arm at the elbows, you take hold of your wrist with your right hand, pulling your arm over to the right side. And just making sure that your back is straight and that the head and spine is in a straight line to tuck the tailbone under. So it's like a pelvic tilt. Using your right hand to pull the left arm over to the right side and the left hand's resisting. And just take a lovely deep breath now as we start to slow down. And just send yourself a huge amount of love and compassion for your dedication to your practice. Because before we can give love and compassion to anybody else, we first need to give it to ourselves. Releasing hold of your wrist as you extend your right arm around and out, up between the shoulder blades, so that the left elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling, and knife the shoulder blades back. You might want to use a strap at this point. Checking that your spine is in a straight line and the tailbone's tucked under, and then gently close your eyes and connect with your breath once again. And begin to follow your breath now as you inhale the breath. Visualize and sense the breath moving in through the nostrils and then all the way down the length of the spine to the base of the spine. A gentle pause and then softly release, breathing out. So you're imagining the breath to move up and down the length of the spine, as if you can activate the energies of the spinal column. Gently releasing your hands as you extend your left arm out to the side. Sweep it across your body over to the right, taking hold of your wrist with your right hand as you turn your head to look over your left shoulder. These These asanas are great for releasing the tension that we gather in the shoulders and the neck area from bending over computers or desks or cooking or whatever work we're doing. Releasing your hands and taking them behind your back, so the right hand's on the left upper arm, pulling your arms over to the right side as you turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And then releasing back to center, raising your right hand up to the ceiling, gently lowering your head, chin on your chest, using the muscles at the back of the neck to help release the head to center, look up towards the ceiling and then towards the back wall. Gently releasing the head back to center as you bend the right arm at the elbow, taking hold of the wrist with the left hand, using the left hand to pull the right arm over to the side and the right arm's resisting. Awareness of your breath, deep inhalation all the way down to the belly area and then gently releasing. Releasing hold of your wrist, extending your left arm around up between the shoulder blades so that your right elbow is pointing up to the ceiling, interlacing your hands, knifing the shoulder blades back or using a strap to help you to connect the hands closer together so that you can get the full benefit of the stretch in the shoulder area, tucking the tailbone under so that the back is straight. And then softly closing your eyes, taking your gaze within as you follow the breath, tracing its path in through the nostrils, down through the windpipe, and then imagine the breath extending to the base of the spine. On the exhalation, watch that movement up and out. And slowly release, extending the right arm out to the side, sweep it across your body over to the left, taking hold of your wrist with your left hand as you turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Releasing your hands, taking them behind your back, so the left hand's on the right upper arm. Pull it over to the left and then turn your head to look over the left shoulder. And releasing your head back to center. You can either stay sitting as you were, or if you'd like to, just change into a lotus or half lotus, or just your legs crossed, please do. Placing your hands on your knees with your shoulders relaxed, gently drop your head to sleep on the left shoulder, just feeling the stretch in the right side of the neck. With your eyes closed, connect with the breath, smooth, deep and even. Gently release the head to center, take the head to sleep on the right shoulder. Tension accumulates in the neck area to do with the thoughts that we have around ourselves, sometimes giving ourselves a hard time for not doing things perfectly or for making mistakes. And then gently releasing the head back to center, interlacing your hands and placing them behind the head so that the hands are pulling the head forward and the head is pushing back. See if you can open your arms out, or the elbows out to the sides as much as you can as well for an extra stretch. And now using the hands to pull the head down as you bring the elbows together in the front, taking a chin onto your chest, gently stretching the back of the neck. Keeping your chin on your chest as you release your hands to your knees, and then sweeping your chin across the chest from one side to the other. With each sweep, making your way a little higher towards the height of your shoulders. And then we're going to stop and do big arcs as you take your chin from one shoulder to the other. And so because you've got this on a video, you can easily pause any one of the postures that we've been doing if you'd like to hold them a little bit longer or continue to do them. So in your mind's eye, please imagine you have a paintbrush attached to the base of your chin and you start to paint a rainbow, starting off with the colour violet and painting indigo, then blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Just seeing that beautiful rainbow in your mind's eye. And now gently releasing your head back to center, and in your own time just softly opening your eyes. So you won't believe it, we've come to the end of our asanas and we're going to finish off with a meditation. And it's a lovely meditation called a candle meditation. So I'm going to come a little bit closer so that the sound is better. If you'd like to just make yourself comfortable and get warm, change your posture if you need to. And in that comfortable place with a bolster or a cushion beneath your knees to support your back, or underneath your head, maybe you'd like a blanket. Just begin by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you've worked hard for this last while to release the tension and the stress that your body inadvertently holds. No matter what you do, just a function of living, we collect stress. So 3 lovely deep breaths in through the nose and releasing it fully out through the mouth, and a big swish breath as you make a noise on the exhalation. And then softly close your eyes. And just continue to follow your breath. And as you follow your breath all the way down to the belly, please take note of how your body feels. And now take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, notice where your body feels tension. And focus on these areas that are tense and tight as you take another breath in. And when you exhale, allow the tension to flow away. And now again, on the next inhalation, raise your shoulders. And when you breathe out, feel them relax and soften, lowering them into a comfortable position. Begin to feel your feet heavy and relaxed, your calves and your thighs heavy and relaxed, buttocks the length of the spine up to the shoulders heavy and relaxed. As you continue to breathe smoothly and gently. And today we're going to do a candle visualization, relaxation exercise. As you continue to rest peacefully, please begin to form an image in your mind's eye. Imagine that you are in a safe, comfortable room, and the room is pleasantly dark. And imagine the glow of a candle beside you. And just keep your attention facing forward as you notice the gentle flicker of the warm light on the wall in front of you, so that you can see the dancing light from the candle. yourself relaxing as you watch the beautiful patterns made by the light of the candle. And you may want to turn to look at the candle. And if you wish, in your imagination, turn towards the candle so that you picture the candle in front of you and see the soft light it creates. And notice the flame gently moving as the candle burns. Imagine what the candle looks like. What shape is it? What color? What size? Create a picture of the candle in your mind. And now imagine that the candle gently melts away the stresses and the tensions that you've been holding in your body. And as the candle burns, feel the tension easing. And feel a sense of deep relaxation flowing through your body. And then notice the wax dripping down the side of the candle, all soft. And feel your body becoming softer. Take your gaze once again to the soft flame at the top of the candle and see how it flickers slightly in response to your breath as you exhale. And watch the flame respond each time you breathe. And now turn your attention back to the candle and notice the wax. The softening wax is melting and turning into liquid. And the liquid is warm and flowing. It's free from tension. And see the wax of the candle melting. Melting the way your tension is melting away. And as the melted wax builds, see it slowly overflow and pour down even more the side of the candle, drop by drop. And it feels like any stresses you are holding on to are dripping away with each drop of wax, like on the candle. And the soft flame of relaxation warms you from the inside, melting away all stress. And watch the wax melting. And feel the same effects on the tension in your body, melting and relaxing. And continue to observe the burning candle, enjoying the relaxation you're experiencing. Now gradually imagine blowing the candle out as you connect with your breath, and use your breath to bring you back into the present moment. Just taking your time. There's no rush. Just noticing the difference in your body. Noticing how relaxed you feel. Now slowly using your breath to bring you back into the present moment. And as you come back, begin to gently stretch out. Taking your arms up overhead, stretching into the fingertips, all the way down to the toes. And then bringing your knees onto your chest. There's no rush, in your own time. Just gently rocking and then rolling onto your right side and making your way up. So thank you for watching this video. It was just a little bit of something in this crazy time. I'm optimistic and hopeful that it's only going to be a couple of weeks until we'll be able to have classes again. So thank you to everybody, and sending my very best wishes and thoughts to you all during this really weird and crazy time. So I hope you were able to experience just a little bit of relaxation and downtime. And I have to now move to behind the camera to switch it off, since I couldn't get my little remote to work with the hundreds of batteries that I use. So thank you and bye.